Okay, so I'm back in SketchUp, and I started drawing this hip, and then I thought, well, maybe somebody wants to see how this is done. And so what I did was I took a line from this end of the ridge. Well, let me back up. So I came up this rafter. Let's do it on this side just so you can see it, so I don't misspeak. Came up this way. Then I shot it long this way. What I'm getting at is instead of calculating this hip angle, I'm just letting it be mechanically what it's supposed to be. And then what I did is I drew a 2x10 down here, see how, like this one? And I rotated it 45 degrees on the blue axis. And then I grabbed right here in the middle and moved it up here. So let's do that. .45. Move. I'm gonna go ahead and make a copy of that. Never know if I need another one. You can't scroll in too fast, or it will go stupid on you. And then in order to follow that line, I just moved this to there. Then I hit Q, and come here, you. So it's red. Whoops. Well, that's not the red I wanted. This is the only hard part, is trying to figure out how to get, hey, look, I went down arrow and it locked blue. That's what I needed. Then M. Well, let's see. Where is that point? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to explode all this because it's just being weird. Oh, I know why. No, I know why. That black line is the line that I was following. Exactly. Never mind. I can get rid of that now. Move. There's the center. There it is there. And then I need a line right down the spine because I'm going to put the backing bevel on. So I just have to draw this all the way down to here. And then it has to be inside the sticky geometry and not the face. So you got to go Command X, 1, 2, 3, paste and hold. And then I can grab this, move, because I want to move just this edge. And I want to, come on now, I want to move down. I guess I'm facing the wrong angle. There we go. I had to hit the blue up. So there's that. And let's do the same over here. Click on this. Whoa, what is going on here? Something's wrong. Why has it got this separation? Wow. Oh, I didn't draw this all the way to the end. Okay, well, we're going to delete this whole thing because I'd done it over here. I drew it all the way down to the end. So when I grabbed that side, it went down. So that's the correct way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one right and then just flip it over there. So see, you see how you have to really pay attention or this thing will bite you. So I'm using Medeek trim. I'm going to see if it'll work. There, cut that one. And then Medeek trim again. So I'm using a Stream Deck, but for you to actually see the key combinations, it's under here. And then I can go right here. So this is a double bevel, but we always called it a diamond cut. I don't know why. But this not only has the bevel cut, and since this is a common pitch all the way around, this will be 45-degree bevels. But it also has the 18.43 backing bevel ripped on here. And it's super easy to do that. You just lay your saw over. You can either run that through a table saw, which is kind of awkward, or you can put a little gauge on the shoe of your skill saw and just walk along the top edge 2 times, one up and one back. Now, oh yeah, let's do that. I'm going to use the Stream Deck Medeek trim. Come over here, hit that, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Medeek trim. And get just the edge of this. So there's that. What I need to do, let's just say that our subfascia is going to be, I'm trying to figure something out here. So let's do 2x4, so 3.5 comma, I don't know, 60. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Make sure that it took, yep, G. I'm going to move this down a little bit just to get out of the way so I can do this. You can't really be, what do I want to say, orthographic. You have to kind of be on a bit of a bevel to make sure you get some of these right. Like if I was looking straight at the side of this, I wouldn't know if I'm catching the face or the backside. And that wouldn't be good. All right, here we go again, yawning. Man, I'm so sick and tired of, I can't make good videos for everybody because, I don't know, I can't. I hope y'all can follow along. Yeah, see, I'm not right there. I do have a way to fix that, though. I could go line out this way, 1.5, enter, and then line down, and then yeah, don't need that, don't need this. Move. So there is exactly where I want that. Okay, I should start using the erase tool because it seems to be much more better. I'm going to use Medeek extend from there, whoa, to there. And I'll use Medeek trim right there to there. And what's nice about this is I'll be able to do the same over here. Medique trim. I could have just spun around and clipped it. I wouldn't have to hit Medique trim every time. Now I just have to put this. Yeah, let me see what X looks like. Okay. I need to cut this. It's going to be interesting. Like if you were really a maniac, you would cut bevel cuts. Reverse bevel would be really difficult. You'd have to use like an oscillating tool or something. So I got to figure out how to do this. I guess I could do this. Let's try this. Let's try straight down, straight across. Where did that line go? Okay. Don't need this. So I'm using the X-ray tool. Whoa. And I'm using a space mouse, but it's way sensitive. I need to learn to control it better. Okay, so now what I can do is go this line, Command X, 1, 2, 3, paste in place, and then push this through 1.5 inches. Wow, that's too much. How did I figure that? Okay. Yeah, that's too much. Let's do this. We're going to pull this to here. I'm going to go like line like this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Click on this edge. Move up. I think I can delete that. No. No, no, no. Once I'm out of there, I can. I can get rid of that. Then I can get rid of this. I must be on the axis. Let me turn those off. There we go. All right, so that's typically how we would do it. If you really were a baller framer, you would cut this with this bevel. But there's no way I'm doing that. I mean, well, I would do it if I really wanted to show off or something, I guess. I don't know. Get rid of these. Get rid of this. Let's get to where I can grab these without grabbing other stuff. Okay. And let's do flip. Boom. There's that. Let's do Q plus vertical. Let me see, do I want to do it that way or this way? I want to do it this way. There's that. Oh yeah, so we can cut all the bottoms of all these. So let's do that. Let's do, this is where that Medique trim tool is just awesome. And I have to say, for some reason, every time I turn on SketchUp, it says it fails to validate on the server that I have a license. So it's kind of weird. I don't understand what's going on with that. Some of the apps I bought permanent license, and then others I'm subscribed. So I don't know what's going on with the settings on my computer. Oh, you know what? I think that's an inch and a half more. P drag 1.5. Boom. Okay. Because then I can go over here and do flip plus. See, that's why I have these all positioned around here, because that's how easy that was. I didn't have to drag anything to the wherever I think the midpoint is. That's just so last year. Let's see. Okay. So now what I can do is go M plus 16, and let's do 20x. Boom. Whoa, look at that. That almost, holy Dinah. Well, that's cool, because I'm gonna show you a couple different ways we can do that. I've done multiple different ways. The one I like the most takes the most time, but it also, to me, just, I don't know, it just feels cool. 16, 20x, boom, that's done. Watch this. This is where the power of some of these SketchUp things works really good. So I'm going to go M. So really what it is M option. I don't know what it is on a Windows machine. It's probably similar. It's probably like M Alt. I don't know. 16. And let's go, I don't know, 15x. See where that lands. Okay. So we don't need those. And I'm going to go Madic trim here and just cut all these. And this is what Chief didn't do. When it trimmed up on a polyline, it happened to grab the outermost edge of the polyline. I'm really probably not going to need that. So now, I went so fast, I didn't tag any of this. So right now there's a bunch of non-tagged items. And really what you should do is get in the habit of, once you're done, like these, I can highlight all these. I'll come over here to the tag and I'll come up with some kind of numbering scheme. Well, it won't be 800. It would be like 810. Because the 8 series, when you go into the IRC code book, anything to do with roof, it starts in chapter 8. So I just do that for that reason only. There's no other reason. It doesn't matter. Jack rafters, right? So rafters, jacks. And this would be on the right. On the right of the hip. That way, if somebody wrote that down, you would know, okay, so my bevel has to go a certain way and my angle goes a certain way because my jacks are on the right-hand side. Then I could go like, hit the little flag marker. Boom, they all just became jacks on the right. And then what I can do is go flip plus, boom. So now these are jacks on the left. So that would be, let's call it 812 rafters colon jacks left. Okay. And then I'm going to go G on that. And I'm going to go, should have done this while I was here. I should have grouped them. It's just workflow. You just have to muscle memory yourself. G. Okay. So now I can go like this, flip, go here, and those are on the left. That's cool. And then flip, come over here. There's on the right. Now, I don't know if you remember the previous video, but I'm gonna dimension one of these. And so this is the downside of SketchUp is dimensioning in 3D really sucks. It just, I don't know, it drives me nuts. So along the board, we're going to pull a tape. What was this, 11, 10 and something? I don't remember. But we're going to dimension it. So D, long point there, to here. Oh yeah, remember it was 11 and 10 and 11, 10 and 3/4. If I can get this bad boy to follow the top of the rafter. There it is. Because I remember it was 11 and 10, 11 foot 10 and 1/4 Construction Master. But when we actually drew this thing exact and we had a horizontal length that's exact to the face of the hip, then we can do the diagonal calculation. And this is the actual real rafter length. Not 11, 10 and 1/4, but 11, 10 and 3/4. But as you can see, that's really small, and it tends to rotate to always face you. And so if you take a weird picture like that, you may not be able to read that number. So the dimensioning is kind of lame. I don't know how to fix that. Well, here's what I do. I'll share this one with you. I'll use SketchUp for what it's good at, and this is exact modeling. And then I will export this as a transparent, like you come up here and you go File, Export, 2D Graphic. And then in here, you can make it do a PNG with transparent background. That's real handy. And then I can take this as a PNG and import it into Chief Architect. And then I like using their notes to annotate everything, their little circles and numbers and, well, whatever shape, circles, hexagons, squares, diamonds, whatever. The only downside is I wish they would let us color fill those things, because something I do diamonds for engineering, but I'd love to have red diamonds, just so it stands out a little bit. Of course, nobody's going to pay to have those printed in color, but that's not the point. Okay, so let's show you the two different ways that I have done this. So move this way. What is this way? Is that yellow or green? Or yeah, I can't tell. It's a really light green, I guess. So that'll be that. We're going to lock that, and then I'm going to do inference, which means I'm going to find an edge I want it to line up with. So there's one. Well, look at this. I stole one from here. So M plus 16. So there's one way. And then here's the other way. M plus green, inference to there. So as you can see, we're at a gable, and you have your choice of, let's do this. I'll show you. M plus 16. Let's do 12x. Okay. I don't even think I would put one here because that's just goofy. I'd probably put something flat just to hold it from rolling. And then I've seen people do a couple different things here. I need a rectangle. Let me see. Rectangle. Boom. What am I? Oh, I'm looking down there. That's what it is. Okay, so we can just go, yeah, we'll accept that one, and then we'll do 5.5. I had a brain lock there for a minute. I was trying to think ahead of something. 1.5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. G. We're going to go move this to, well, let's grab it on the right side here. Move that to right there. And then Q. I want that green Q there, there, there. And if this is going to be done correctly, I want M plus. Okay. And then I want Medic trim. And boom, 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 boom. And we're going to go Medic trim. Boom, boom, boom. And the reason, oh, I never trimmed that one. Medic trim. Oh, crap. It always does this. So, fuck, come on. Come on, oversensitive tart cake. Man, you're so expensive. You shouldn't be like this. Okay. Extend, boom, there. Okay. And then, of course, I would always M option plus. So most framers have to just haul ass. They have to be super efficient because you don't get paid enough to take your time and be, you know, I don't know, just take your time and do things nicer or whatever. So it sucks because framing is really important, but framers never get paid what they're worth. So you'll see me doing things because I'm not framing to make a living. I help and I do design builds sometimes, but I'm able to go slower and convince people that, hey, this is just a better way. So this way, the reason why there's a double plate out here is you're going to put some outrigger. Let's do this. I don't even know how. Let's try this. We'll just come here, you. There you go. We will do a rectangle. What is that? 5 by 1'10". So let's do 96, 48. And we'll come up. Let's do 5/8, so 0.65. 1, 2, 3. G. Okay. So let's move this back. Not the letter P, but the letter M. So you're going to have, oh, that'll help. Let me do that. Let's move this. .75. No. Let's just do 1.5. I just need it right on the edge for a minute. that didn't do anything. Yeah, so what I wanted was I need to know where that's going to land, because we're going to cut in some a rectangle right here. Q. Wow, I can't even, it's jumping, so there's an issue here. I gotta move this. What is the deal? See, I knew there was something acting stupid. Q. You have to really dive into these. You gotta check yourself, man, because if you're loosey-goosey, then you can't use your CAD for anything of any value. I don't know if you can hear me. I guess I should reposition this microphone. If you draw really accurately, your CAD will be a useful tool. There's something that's really close to that, causing me grief. So what you do, that'll break there, and then you go M plus, and you go up this way. Boom, there we go, done. There's a tool in here, so we can do this. I'll go copy, and then I'm going to go subtract. As soon as I clear everything, subtract from this, subtract this, and then paste it back in space or place, and then go subtract this and this, paste it back in place, and then do subtract this, and then paste it back in place. And what did we say this? Oh, well, here's your overhang right here. This will be the outside, so I'm going to go Medic trim right here, and we'll buzz these off. And then we will also push this in 1.5 inches. 1.5, boom. And then I can do Medic trim again and do this one, and that one, and that one. So now the outrigger, oh, I could probably done this one too. Medic trim here. Okay. So I got to do these two. Try and do them really fast. So copy, spacebar out, subtract. So when I say subtract, whoa, hold on. Copy. When I say subtract, what I'm doing is it's a Stream Deck button from a tool, NROS Solid Tool, subtract. And then paste and hold position is some other tool. So I'm pushing those Stream Decks, and that's why you're not seeing the buttons that I'm actually using. It's only because it just speeds things up to use the Stream Deck. And I apologize if you wanted to see what buttons I'm pushing. I think if you watch this video, let's do this one fully with the tools. Okay, first make sure you have a copy of this, because you're gonna, when you use subtract, it just disappears. So you have to have it in your copy library. And then you go up here to tools, NRoth, subtract, click on this, then and follow the instructions down here. Click modifier, blah, 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 and then click this, and it's gone, right? You're like, ah, crap, it's gone. And then you go edit, paste in place, which is a Stream Deck button. And I'm going to say Stream Deck so many times you can get tired of it. But you don't have to buy the actual Stream Deck. You just have to buy the mobile lifetime account for $50 and use an iPad or an iPhone. And it rocks. Subtract, boom, boom. Oh, no. You see what I didn't do? I didn't go copy. So that would have been a pain. So now let's do this again. Subtract, boom, boom. Spacebar, boom, boom. Subtract, boom, boom. Paste in place. And then one final subtract. Boom, boom. Paste in place. All right, so there's that. I guess what I could do is do this and go M plus or M option. Oh, you know what? I don't want that one. It's already got a notch in it. Wait a sec. What do I want to do with that? Yeah, I think shear. Well, it depends. If I screw it on from the top, a screw would hold really good. Huh. Yeah, let's just do a standard. Let's just do it this way. So here's some. We can have these debates. I'd like to hear people's opinion on, like, the way I've done this right here. I cut these back 1.5 inches so that you could face nail straight in here. But some of you guys might want to have the notch out here, run this one out and screw down into it. And a screw would hold pretty solid too. So it's extra cutting, but you're already cutting this one and this one. And then these are just filler pieces in between. So I'm open to either one. If you're using just a nail gun, I think shooting in from the face works. But man, now you've got me thinking maybe I start using more exterior grade screws. And this is why I love YouTube, because I get to see so many different ways that people are doing things. And I am not opposed to learning a new way. I mean, you have to really convince me because I'm kind of stubborn. But man, if you got a better way, man, of course I'm going to do it. I mean, it's just better. And better doesn't always mean faster. Better just means better. So now I gotta cut this. So how am I going to do this? Top edge. So I want 3.5. So I guess I'm going to temporarily do this. Pull this down 0.5. Do a Medic trim on this surface. Hit this. Why isn't it doing it? Oh, okay. I got you. Because I was in the... you have to be out of all the... whatever that's called when you've double clicked into something. Yeah, you can't be in the sticky mode. Boom, look at that. And then I can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 P, go up 0.5, boom. And then that, yeah, I wonder how strong that is. That's the only downside, is if I go with a 2x4. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. And then And then along came John. We can go move here to here. Oh, that's scary. I didn't expect that because I started this whole layout down here and I came this way. And look at that. It breaks. Wow. That's just crazy. And while we're here, let's do this. Let's do... I just want to make it see-through so I can see what I'm doing. Later, I'll put the Advantech red. Well, it'll look like this. Is that it? Yeah, we'll do this. And what it did is it made the whole thing Advantech, which is not correct. So what you do is you highlight an edge and you go find some wood. They've changed everything in 2025. I don't know where my OSB is. Huh. I don't know. So when you don't know, you go, where's textures? Extension, layout, extension. Let's go here. And let's do OSB. Whoops. Yeah, it's late. Hey, there's a piece of OSB. I'm just going to download that into the model. Hopefully it's not like some big nasty. And then I can just go, whoa, you know what? Yeah, I need to bring it in when it's not becoming bonded to that. And then, see, I'm not even making sense. You guys are going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? I had double clicked this here. I double clicked this zip wall. B command. Now I've got that in there. Like this. And so if I brought something in, it's going to join this stuff. So let's go B here. B here. B here. Be here. And then let's see if we get out. Can we still see through? Yep. Okay, good. So that's what that's going to look like. So I've already proven that SketchUp can draw everything perfect. I like to do the hips a little see-through. So I'm going to do that too. Where was that at? Colors? Crayons? Yeah, there we go. So we can see through them. Not enough. How about we just do this? Because I like certain things. And it's my drawing, so there. Because they're important. Well, if they're important, wouldn't they be orange? And see-through? Yeah, look at that. There we go. And here's another thing. There's no way I would... I don't know. I might put these little ones in, but they're not sitting on anything. They're just hanging from here to here. So yeah, that would probably work. Maybe, I don't know. Then you'd have your studs coming down, your sheathing, you'd nail like a 2x2 against the wall at this elevation, and then you'd have your plywood. That's how you do close soffit. But And anybody who's asking, something that also bugs me about Chief is they consider the overhang to be the outside of the fascia. And that's never been the case, anything I've ever built. But hell, I could have been building it wrong the entire time. I don't know. We're going to go like this. Delete, delete. And I'm going to bring this shift. We're going to do that, highlight all those, do the flip command, and then just go click this right here, boom. So now it's going to show you the other method of doing this. Whoa. Yes, this is actually out here. So move 5.5. So there's that. And then let's see if we can get this to work. M plus. $32. That gets it there. And then from here we're going to do M plus again. Then we'll go 16. 8x, boom. Yep, that one's not going to stay. Medic extend. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Medic trim. And then we're going to go copy, command copy. And then I will go subtract this like that. Paste you back. Subtract this from that. Paste you back. Wish there was a way to do this automated. Subtract. Paste you back. Subtract. Paste you back. So this is the way I was taught the very first time that we ever did this. What is going on here? What is this? Oh, okay. Well, then this would probably be like this. We would probably do this. Yeah, just to stay out of the way. Wonder how long this video is going. Where are we at here? Where's the clock? 49 minutes. Holy crap. Go faster. Go faster. Would you say, you bastard? Well, it's a John Candy movie, I think. Subtract, boom, boom. Paste and hold. Movies, man, they're not fun anymore. They're all weird. They get all weirdo. Try to push agendas, get tired of it. Paste and hold. Okay, There we go. So there's your two ways that we used to do. So I'm just looking at this, thinking there's a lot of other ways too that can be done. And this wouldn't be this long either. We would probably kill this. I wouldn't stick it past the house unless it was supporting that. Well, we could do that. I could go extend here. And then that would actually support. And if it's all enclosed in closed soffit, that might be useful because it just gives you more surface when you're building a bird box or a corner, however you're going to make this transition. That might be cool. Let's do whatever this would be. Oh man, look at that. I didn't do the M plus. I just did the M. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one of each style. Oh, that's even faster. I could do that. I could go Medeek trim here, and then just come here and go there, there. And then I could go 1, 2, 3. Pull up to here. Pull up to here. Pull up to here. And then just delete these. As you can see, you're not going to get paid a lot of money if you're going into this level of detail. But for me, when I'm framing, I don't like to stop and think about things and calculate them on the job site. I've always enjoyed showing up to the job and having all the answers. So what I would do is I would get the plans, and the night before I would do all this. And it's non-billable time, but it really speeds things up on the job site because there's no fat fingers, there's no guesswork, there's no, hey, just give me a measurement. No, the guys are finishing up raising walls and joisting, and they know to be exact because the roof's coming. I'm cutting it over here like day 1, day 2. And if they don't hit the numbers that I'm using to calculate the roof, then there's a huge problem. So, and it works really well because let me just tell you my philosophy. The more you try for perfection, the more you aim for this exactness, the more that the house trues itself. It's like having something bent, but you're forcing in exactly the right lengths because you've calculated them, and you make it fit to the location it's supposed to go, and it straightens that board out and it makes it more perfect. So that's my philosophy on this, is you aim for this level of accuracy and it will straighten your hips. Like I'll lay this hip out, I'll pull a tape down here, and then I'll put plumb cut lines exactly where they're supposed to go. And then the guys, all they got to do is start in the middle, shoot the jack down here on the bottom, and then have the guy who's over here bow the hip or raise it or whatever to where this long point is flush with the line that I've drawn on there down when it was on my cut station. Tack it, and then get the other one over here, shoot it incorrect at the bottom, and then come up and line it up and tack it, and then just look up the angle. No, you look up your angle. No. Well, anyways, you look up your angle and it'll be straight, and then you can just fill in from there. Always start in the middle on these so that you don't want to work yourself into a curve by starting at one end. So like, don't start with all the long ones and work your way down. pick the middle, use the middle to brace. And if you have to, if it's sagging, it shouldn't sag, but if it's sagging, put a leg under it temporarily to keep it all from sagging. Because hips are magical. Once they're done and your joists and everything are all tied in, the jacks actually resist any of that sagging. Just look at them. If this wanted to sag, it's going to push against these jacks. It's the valleys you have to be careful of, because you get a big snow load and you're running down the valley and you're stepping on jacks. They can come loose from a valley. And that's why, finally, the last thing, if you go with like a LVL valley, get one tall enough that you can put a ripped 2x4 ledger underneath all your jacks. When you're done, and your roof's in, this would be 18.43. You would rip on some 2x4 and you would stick it up under your jacks that are going down to a valley, and it just makes it to where they can't slide off. And I've got a picture of that somewhere, but I don't want to go try and find it, because with my luck, I'll open up some Finder window and it'll have some kind of personal information for one of my clients or something. And then I got to edit the software, and I don't want to edit this video. I just want to shoot it and post it so that you guys can just have it as raw and straight as possible. So there you go. If you have any comments, I would like to know, which one do you prefer? They're both pretty cool for stick framing. They both have their advantages, but there may be another way that I hadn't even heard of. Oh, you know what? Yeah, what would I do here? I think I would do a notch. Really? That's what I think we did. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do one more complicated notch. Isn't this framing fun? I'm not even getting any sawdust on me doing it this way. So, yeah, that was a joke. I get it. It's a stupid joke, but it's late. I'm tired. It is, holy crap. This daylight savings thing has just ruined me. It is 5:23 in the morning. And that's not me getting up early. That's me going, I don't think I know I didn't go to sleep. I was on the couch and I may have passed out, watching some crazy YouTube police arrest videos. But anyways, there you go. This should be what Tim Euler built. And like I said, I've got that Excel spreadsheet. So like, I should actually do that in this video. Let's see if I can open this. Let's go. What was that? Was that Excel? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's open this. So his was, did we do all this already? 24 feet, 6 and 12, 6 and 12. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here you go. Let's just check the rafter, 13.4 and 3/16. I got a 13.4 and 3/16. Let's, man, this Space Mouse makes me look like I CAD like a drunken sailor. It's because the Navy knows how to drink. All right, dimension from there up to there. You bastard. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that just a beautiful thing? From straight up the height above plate plumb cut of the bird's mouth. What am I looking for? Yeah, here. 13.4 and 3/16. So beat that into your head. I've had people, I love being a former framer, because when I was a framer, I argued with everybody about everything, and I thought my way was the greatest and everybody else was stupid. And I'm glad that there's people out there that carry on that tradition. If you've ever set trusses, everybody who set trusses knows this numbering system. Feet, inch, sixteenths. It's just get used to it, because to do the calculations in here, and then for me to try to figure out how to get Excel to put in the annotation, like the foot annotation and the inch symbol and fractions. I don't know. It's a lot of work. It's way easier to do feet, inch, sixteenths. In fact, I think the way I've got the equations set up, it figures it all in inches first. So it's 160.158 inches. And then I have that number go to one of these tabs down here where I have it do a lot of stuff. Like, it takes 160 divided by 12, and then it gives me the numerator value of that, and then it takes the denominator and multiplies it by whatever the next series of numbers down is. And then if it gets a whole number up to 12, then it won't be 12, because it would make this like 14. But anyways, you get what I'm getting at. But I just have convinced myself that feet, inch, 16 is just a really efficient way of doing numbering. So the rafter's correct. What do we say this longest jack was? 11, 10, and 3/4. Yeah, look at this. 11, 10, and 12. 11, 10, 3/4. Really, it's 142.761, so it's a smidge bigger. It's what? 0.011 bigger than 3/4. So that's pretty small. But I think I know what I did. I did this so that if I had to draw this in CAD, I would have like 3-digit accuracy, which is really fine. That's like, what? Tens, hundreds. That's thousandths of an inch accuracy, which means nothing to people who do metric. You're hearing me talk and you're like, what the hell? It doesn't matter. So this works. I left that up there long enough that y'all could write down all the jacks. And I think, you know what I'd like to do? I would like to offer a day free labor to Tim, just so I could go down there and meet him and maybe tackle some kind of crazy project with him. And I'm my own company, so there's no, because, that's really the bottom line would be like, what kind of liability if you get hurt, all that kind of stuff, because, we have L&I. But, and I don't want to be on camera. But if he's going to play 80s retro music, club music, I'm there. And I do one meal a day, so don't worry about me taking a lunch break. But I think it'd be fun. He does things that are just way outside the box. And if he ever has his guys call in sick and he needs somebody, hey, reach out. I'll come help you. It would be a bucket list thing for me. All right. Well, y'all take care. And I hope this has been informative. If, like I said, if you have a project and you want me to plug in the numbers and then send you a PDF of what you're supposed to cut, that's easy. I can do that. And I may turn that into like a little revenue maker. Won't be very much money. But in the beginning, the first 10 of you that reach out, you get it for free, because I want to polish this thing up and make sure, look at that, I did it again. I want to make sure that I get it right. So what did I do last time? I think I did this and I went M plus. You gotta remember the plus thing. Yeah, I remember this. Wow, that's just, people are gonna get seasick. Extend. That Medeek extend tool is amazing. He has so many good tools for SketchUp. And I find that I use this one an insane amount. And then I don't know Enroth personally. I heard she's from England. I think that's her last name. But yeah, she does some amazing extensions also. And it's pretty cool. Excuse me. SketchUp's pretty cheap. It's inexpensive. And then you just get the plugins you need, the extensions, whatever. And you don't have to draw to this level of detail. You could just have big rectangular thick walls and poke some holes in there for windows and you're good enough. But I love this. I just think it's awesome. All right, so I've hit an hour and 5 minutes. So thank you for watching. Hope it helps. Let me know in the comments if I should add more items to the shared Dropbox link, because I did share that link on the previous video. I'll share it again on this one. And everyone is welcome to go in there and download whatever they want. I'm going to save this in there so you have this model. And then you can download it, save as. Well, let's see here. I don't even know where I'm going here. Shared. Let's put it right in here. Awesome Framers. SketchUp. Oh, see, I've already got it there. So I'm going to save. It's going to tell me to save over. And now it's in there. What I don't know, I'll have to check. Oh, and this is that other one. This is the 8 and 12 that I did originally. So you see, I added some more stuff in here. This is how you would joist it, or how we used to do it. We would double up the first one that you could clear the hip with. And we would cut them back a little more than this. With the software, I can get it exact, but we would always cut them back at least a 1/4 inch, because you don't want anything sticking out when you go to put the plywood on the roof. And collar ties, back in the olden days, we used to just tack one side, put the level on it, tack the other, get that measurement from the top down, come over here, do the same, pop a line, and then just go boom, 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 all the way through. There is no authorized bracing the roof down to like ceiling joists. But if you were to do this, spend a little money and put a beam in there, then you're transferring the load. It would still probably require engineering in some areas, like where I'm at. They'd have to make sure the deflection, blah, blah, blah. If this is just a shop, then I would just triple the joist, get it to the outside wall, 3 studs underneath there, and good to go. Oh, and some people in Memphis, especially, well, Tennessee, all over, what they'll do is they won't slope cut these. They'll actually run a rim board around the outside, and then run a row of subflooring on top on the outer edge, and then put a 2x6 on top of that, and then put your rafters on top of that. And so it's like you're raising your whole roof system the height of the ceiling joist plus subfloor plus 2x6. And it gives you a lot more attic space. But this is actually in the IRC, this method right here, where you're face nail 3 nails this way and back nail 3 nails, and it's all been figured out, how many down into here, how many this way. When you do it that other way on top of the floor system, a lot of the engineering down in Memphis, because it's in the New Madrid fault zone, made us do metal strapping from the stud up over the plate and onto the joist or subfloor or whatever, come up and go over. And then at the bottom, your stud had to have one of those plates that were embedded in the concrete. So you made every 4 feet, you made this vertical connection to the ground. And at the top, they had these drag struts. So you would have this 2x4 back 4 or 5 feet nailed into the side of the joist, and then it would come up and catch the jack or the rafter every 4 feet. So it was cool and everything, but man, it's a little extra work and a lot more metal. So go Simpson. All right, good night.